this is going to be the next project. This is the bay window part of our bedroom. I've already stripped out cupboard, trimmed around the windows and skirting boards. It's a bit small in here. It's only probably about a metre wide by, I don't know, 3 or 4 metres long. The reason I've left this off for a long time was this was where the water was coming through the patchy window outside. As you can see, it's discoloured the walls pretty much, although it's now dried out, so it'll be okay to board over and insulate. The ceiling on here is actually the underside of the concrete slab above on the balcony in the room above. That had got a water leak in. As you can see, it's damaged it here. That's now been fixed. I'm getting a new roof put on there later. So that's already done. I should be putting a false ceiling up over that. And we have a small patch of the floor down here to repair where the pipes came up for the sink and bidet and bath that were actually in this little tiny space. But yeah, it's going to be the battens on the walls, multi-foil insulation, then plasterboard, and the top will be a new suspended ceiling similar to that I put in the bathroom. As you can see, I've put battens on the ceiling, wooden battens on the ceiling, and stapled the silver foil insulation up to it. I've put the U-channel all the way around the outside. I'm now cutting the cross beams and fitting them in, ready for the insulation and plasterboard, which will be next. Still working in the bay window in the bedroom. I've now got it all battened out, ready for the insulation. The ceiling, as you see, has been insulated and boarded out now. It's about 8 inches lower, 200 millimeters lower than it used to be. It's still 9 feet in here, or I can't even think what that is in meters, but it's still high. And yeah, so we're getting along. Next job is I'm going to put some cement along the windowsill here, level that up. That's got a bit bashed up where I took the windowsill out. As you can see, things have moved on in the bay window of our bedroom. I've now got all the plasterboard on the walls and the ceiling's been insulated. All the joints have been filled and rubbed down. They're all ready for primer to go on. I had a bit of problem with the window. The weather bar on the outside had rotted away and was allowing water to come through the window. Never noticed that in the year we've been here because we don't actually come in this bit very often. Or we didn't anyway. So I've had to repair the window. As you can see, I've got a couple of spotlights in the ceiling. Once their ceiling's painted, then I'll pop the actual fittings in, but it's nice to have lights in here for a change. And I've also made a windowsill to go on the window. Now, the gap underneath the window, this is a different window to the rest of them in the house, and the gap there is not big enough to allow my normal windowsill to go in without fouling the windows. So what I've done is I've used a thinner piece of wood to do the majority of the windowsill, and then I've got the full-size bull nose glued onto the edge of it. So when that goes on there, you can see I've still got a gap underneath the window here to allow the windows to open over the top of the windowsill. I have got a small section of wall here that I've got to skim over with some plaster. This is where a bath was in this area, and obviously the water's damaged the wall a little bit, so patch that up, that'll be the next job. Well, the plastering's not perfect, but none of the walls in this house are perfect, so that fits in quite well. It just needs a light sanding and that will be done. As you can see, I've got the sealer already on the walls and ceiling, so next job I think is going to be coving. And with the skirting board fitted, that's all the main structural work done in the bay window of our bedroom. The only thing left to do is to put some wallpaper on the walls and paint it. The ceiling's been painted, the light fittings have been put in. The floor needs to be sanded and finished. I did sand around the edges before I put the skirting board on because it's easier. But that's for a decorating one. For now, this part of the room is a lot warmer, it's drier, and it's cleaner as well. So, see you on the next project.